I'm Ms. Mark from room 127 over at WPS. Today we're going to make Fizzy Sidewalk chalk. So some of the things you need are baking soda, plain cornstarch, vinegar, water, some food coloring, a measuring bowl, a measuring cup, and something to stir with. And later on, I'm going to show you how we're going to use this ice cube tray, bowls, and paintbrush. Okay? So the first thing we want to do, we want to make our actual chalk. So we're going to need some cornstarch. I only need half a cup. So this says half, 1 on top of 2, and cup. So I only need half a cup of this. Put that in here. It's about half a cup. So the cornstarch is going to make your paint nice and thick. And then we need a whole cup of the baking soda. Let me open this up. Push in up just a little bit. So I only have a half a cup measurement here, but I know if I have half a cup plus another half a cup, I could get 1 whole cup. So let's fill this up. There's half a cup, and here's another half a cup. So that makes 1 whole cup of baking soda. So now I'm going to take my whisk, or you can use a spoon, whichever one you have, and then you're just going to mix up your cornstarch and your baking soda. And we're going to take some water. I'm not putting all this water in. I'm just going to put a little bit at a time. So if I put too much water in, it's going to get too thin. And because it's paint, I don't want it to be too thin. I want it to be a little thick. So I'm going to put a little bit. And I'm going to keep putting it in here until I get my paint to be a little on the thick, a little on the thin side. This is a little too thick, right? Nobody wants to paint with that. So I'm going to put a little bit more water in. Just a little bit at a time, so that I can see how thick or how thin my paint is going to be. Ooh, look at that. So you can see the cornstarch is starting to come together. Oh, it's starting to look like slime, isn't it? Yep, when you have all that water and cornstarch together, and all that baking soda, you get it nice and thick. This is a little bit too thick. Maybe I'll add just a little bit more water in. It does look very slimy right now. Ooh, I can probably use this as a slime. Ooh. A little bit more water. And mix it up a little bit more, just a little bit thinner. Okay. Nice. And now it's not like slime anymore. A little bit like slime. So it's a little bit thinner now. There you go. Actually, it's a lot bit thinner. So I don't really want to have my paint just be white. So that's where I'm going to use my food coloring. And that, boys and girls, is why I have bowls or an ice cube tray. So the ice cube tray has all these little holes in here. So I can put my paint in the holes and then put a drop of each color in here. Let me show you. I'm gonna put some paint in here. Actually, I'm gonna put it down so you can see. Whoops. So I can have different colors. I can mix my colors, of course, right? I can have blue, red, and yellow, but then what happens if I mix blue and yellow, or red and yellow, or blue and red? I could get all different colors. So I'm going to put some more in here. Okay. So I'm going to put a drop of blue in this one. Drop of yellow in this one. Drop of red in here. And I'm gonna put another drop of red in here. And I'm gonna put a drop of yellow with that red. And then a drop of yellow in here with a drop of blue. And then in this one, I'm gonna put blue with a drop of red. And I'm gonna mix them up. I'm going to take the bottom part of my spoon, just mix this up. Now I have some blue paint. I'm going to take this and go all the way over here and mix that blue with yellow. Do you see what color I got? That's right. Got some green in here. Okay, put it over here to the side. I'm going to mix this yellow right in here. Mix yellow and red is giving me, ooh, I like that orange. It's a really cool orange. And then, let's see, ooh, I use the bottom part of my paintbrush. Here's the blue and here's the red. Let's see what we get. Look at that color. That's pretty cool. Okay. So now I'm going to take this paint outside and I'm going to show you why it's called fizzy paint. Okay? I'll be right back. All right, boys and girls. So now we have all of our colorful fizzy paint. And here are some paint brushes that you can use. So I have 3 different paint brushes. But I wanted to show you, if you didn't want to have all these different colors and use an ice cube tray, you can also use a squeeze bottle. And you can put your fizzy paint in here, mix it with a little bit of color, let me show you, and you can just squeeze it out to make your design. So let's see if I can make a design on here. See, it works this way too. This is actually kind of fun if you're able to use a squeeze bottle, if you have a squeeze bottle. Okay, if you do not have a squeeze bottle or any squeeze bottles, this is just an old ketchup bottle. You can use an old soap bottle, you can use any kind of bottle that you want. But I'm gonna use a paintbrush now. Let's see, let's dip it in here. I'm gonna mix some yellow. You can see if I can make, whoops, mix that with the blue. Woo. It's a little bit thinner, but you can still see some of the paint. So I can make it to a shape. There you go. And I'm gonna try to fill that up with some of my paint. Actually, you know what, boys and girls? I like doing a squeeze bottle a little bit better than I like doing a paintbrush. There. Can you see my heart? Let's put a different color in there. Let's add some red. Ooh, reddish orange. Add that to it. And let's see, let's take this brush and add some blue. Woohoo, that blue. Okay, so now in this bottle is the vinegar. This is just a regular squeeze bottle. If you have a spray bottle, you can use a spray bottle. If you don't have a spray bottle, you can actually get a bowl with another paintbrush. But this is just a squeeze bottle with vinegar. And now let's see our paint fizz. So I'm going to just put a couple of drops right over here right onto a paint, and let's see what happens. Can you see the fizz? Let's put it on this eye. There it goes. Have it on a mouth. So I'm not squirting a lot on here. I'm just putting a little bit at a time because I don't want to use all my vinegar. Look at how it's fizzing. Let's try our heart. I'm just shaking a little bit on. I'm not squeezing too much on because I don't want to use all my vinegar at one time. There you go. Look at all this fizziness. But boys and girls, I hope you get a chance to try this at home with just some vinegar, some baking soda, and some cornstarch, water, and food coloring. Okay? See you next time.